The Klaipėda district is the land of four waters, washed by the waves of the Baltic Sea and the Coronian Lagoon, by meandering rapid rivers, and by the blue eyes of lakes, all of which contribute towards the green face of the district. There are a lot of inner waterways, providing exceptional water tourism opportunities for a curious traveller fond of nature, and plenty of entertainment for lovers of extreme sports. The Klaipėda district is divided by the historic and cultural heritage of the two Lithuanian regions, Žemaitija and Lithuania Minor. Here, Prussian, German and Lithuanian cultural roots are tightly intermingled. Unique traditions allow the visitor to experience an active cultural tourism. Open, dynamic, clever, growing and friendly. These are the characteristics of today's Klaipėda district. Gargždai is the administrative centre of Klaipėda district and the former historic border town between ancient Lithuania Minor and Lithuania Major. The town dwellers and guests are fascinated by the park, founded by the nobleman Ron, the panorama of the valley, the meandering river Minia, and the view of Kalniškės hill fort. The exhibition of the Gargždai Ethnographic Museum and the town route acquaint tourists with the interesting history of Gargždai. Gargždai is proud of having a brand new modern cinema. There is also an exhibition of old photo and antique cinema equipment, providing visitors with cheerful childhood memories. There is plenty of active leisure entertainment in Gargždai. The newest tourist attraction is the Skaidrusis Pit, situated on the outskirts of the town, where one can enjoy many water entertainments all year round. Klaipėda Zoo, situated not far from Gargždai, has approximately 150 animal species, including a rare white tiger, and is very popular and especially loved by all. Karklai is the only fishing village in Lithuania on the Baltic coast, with a unique preserved ethnographic quality. The Seaside Regional Park is also situated here. The fauna is rare and rich. The magnificent view is created by the stony beaches and crying slopes. Near the Plotsis Lake there is an observation house for those who like watching birds. The Dutchman's Cap Reserve is the most frequently visited area of this regional park. The tallest seaside slope enchants everyone and allows a magnificent view of the Baltic Sea and the coastal area. When travelling along the pedestrian path Litorina, visitors will notice the forest painted by the Merchants Guild at the beginning of the 20th century. New bicycle lanes allow cyclists to explore further within this beautiful region. A few kilometres away from the Dutchman's Cap, there are defensive fortifications towering above the seashore. They are guarding the secrets of the Second World War. There is a unique museum in one of the coastal battery blocks. There is a variety of entertainment in the seaside region. One can learn how to fish for amber or gallop along the seashore on horseback. The authentic North American Indians village invites you to visit and enjoy new experiences. The only seaside golf club offers a remarkable entertainment opportunity for children and grown-ups. Travelling families are amused by the dinosaur park. And the upside-down house in Radley, which is the biggest in Europe. High flyers and aviation enthusiasts will be inspired by the chance to fly paragliders and do parachute jumping. eastern part of the Curonian Lagoon, near the estuary of the river, is the picturesque old fishing village of Dreverna. Dreverna is one of the most important tourist attractions in Klaipėda district. Visitors are invited to get acquainted with the shipbuilding and fishing traditions in the ethnographic country estate of the Curonian shipbuilder Jonas Gijas. Here in the old amber workshops, all secrets of this Baltic gold are revealed. There is a modern port of small ships situated in Dreverna. One can travel to the Curonian Lagoon on one of a number of entertainment ships, ride water motorcycles, or set off on a voyage of an old Curonian sailing vessel called the Dreverna. The area is especially attractive for yachtsmen. In the season, a scheduled passenger ferry takes tourists from Dreverna to Jodkranti, situated on the opposite side of the Curonian Lagoon. The brand new purpose-built 15-metre tall observation tower offers a view of Nagli's Natural Reserve and the Curonian Lagoon. Klaipėda District Tourist Centre invites you on an exceptional experience at the seaside. That is a culinary cruise fish road. It is a unique opportunity to get acquainted with the local gastronomy and the pearls of the culinary heritage, including sea-coast fish dishes. Traditional cakes from Lithuania Minor and kaffir, the most important drink of Prussian Lithuanians. Turning from the Dreverna port up the river Dreverna is the renowned King Wilhelm Canal, which was dug by hand in the 6th decade of the 19th century by the French war captives. Today, the Wilhelm Canal is an increasingly popular water tourist track. At the beginning of the canal, in the village of Lankupe, there is still a floodgate. It is the only remaining floodgate in Lithuania and is now declared a National Technical Monument. The longest suspension bridge in the region is over the River Minia in Lankupe and is also worth a visit. A few kilometers away from Dreverna there is Svensele, the mecca for kitesurfing and windsurfing lovers, situated on the coast of the Curonian Lagoon and surrounded by reserves. Today it is a place with a unique sports oasis, kitesurfing and windsurfing schools, and a modern recreation complex. Life here is full of cheerful experiences, and tourists visiting the seaside frequently drop in just to admire it. When coming back from the seaside, visitors can take the road through the unique town of Puriekkala, with its old architecture, authenticity, suspension bridges over the Minia, museums. It is the former biggest settlement in the Klaipėda district and a real historic pearl. The town is renowned for literature creators, publishers and architecture, characteristic of the sea-coast region. The dwellers of Puriekkala are faithful enthusiasts of the equestrian sport. Agluonene, a village which best reveals the original traits of the Lithuania Minor region, is situated a few kilometers away from Puriekkala. There is an oak wood planted here by the Prussian Lithuanians. The authentic parts of Jonas Gijas' windmill are exhibited here, and a wooden burial marker was created here for the ancestor of Immanuel Kant. When approaching the Agluonene Park, one can see Lithuania's first and the longest crossing chute for salmon. The first post-war folk theatre was founded in the unique Agluonene ethnographic homestead. Here, performances, the concerts of ethnographic ensembles and other cultural events take place annually. Vanage, situated in the Agluonene neighbourhood, is known as the motherland of the classic Lithuania writer Ieva Simonaitytė. The village is embellished by the neo-Gothic Evangelic Lutheran Church. All towns in the Klaipėda district are exceptional in terms of their history and heritage. That is what the Vežaičiai are proud of, the homestead which belonged to the Earls Valmeri, the ensemble of homestead buildings having architectural, historic and urbanistic value. Today a culture house is situated in the restored stables of the former homestead. In the Manor Park, Anne's celebrations having a tradition lasting for 100 years are organised annually. The village of Darius, situated near Udrene, is the motherland of the legendary pilot Stepanos Darius. There is a museum in the homestead of his parents, along with a memorial park having the status of the division of the exposition of the Lithuanian Aviation Museum in the homestead of his parents. The Udrene community organises the degustation of Samogitian culinary heritage. Udrene cheeses bring the biggest fame to the town. In Vežaičiai, one can get acquainted with the traditional crafts. The crafts centre of the Klaipėda district invites you to bake homemade bread, learn how to spin, weave straw, process leather and master old Samogitian traditions. There are a lot of hill forts in the environs of Vežaičiai, characterised by the wavy relief. The most impressive of which is Skomante, founded in the 1st century AD. Lape, situated not far from the Minia Valley, is the little Lithuanian Switzerland. The environs of Lape, famous for their picturesqueness and intact nature, fascinate every visitor. In summer, tourists are attracted by kayaking along the Minia, in winter and in spring by extreme trips along the Zvelza. When the tide is in, this little river turns into a real mountain river. Tourist hiking trips are organised in the hills of the Lape environs. The enthusiasts of mountain biking gather here. Winter entertainment lovers are welcome on Utre Mountain, with 3 ski tracks of different levels. The River Minia, meandering through almost the whole district of Klaipėda, is a national water tourist track, particularly suitable for kayaking and canoeing. Water tourism lovers swim along the winding Minia and admire its impressive banks. The River Minia is especially attractive for nature researchers, as it has been declared an ichthyological reserve, where the rarest and the most significant Lithuanian fishes are preserved. The Klaipėda district is rich in village tourism homesteads. Fresh air and good food, contemporary entertainment, and the old authenticity, traditions and heritage, various ways and opportunities for a calm rest, parties and personal celebrations, sports and active leisure can be found in almost 50 village tourism homesteads in the region. The Klaipėda district opens horizons for tourism. Discover the land of the 4 waters.